Hey, what's going on, guys? So here's the deal. I feel like Yostar has been very upfront with us about telling us when new content is being released, when new operators are coming out, all that kind of stuff. They're very good at putting that out on Twitter. And it's usually, a day or two after they put that kind of stuff out there that it really gets around, like the Reddit, the Twitter, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like this time something may have kind of slipped through the cracks because I haven't seen anybody talking about this at all. And I feel like this is a very big thing. It's not an official announcement or anything, but it's something that players have been looking forward to for a long time. And I just don't know if anyone has actually read this and know that it happened. So, okay, what exactly am I talking about? Well, a couple days ago on August 5th, this producer Q&A dropped on the official Arknights website where they're talking to Hai Mao, I'm gonna guess is how you pronounce his name. But anyway, he's a big part of Arknights. So they dropped this whole discussion. Like, it's long. There's a lot of questions here. And I was reading through it just for fun, thinking, oh, this is going to be kind of a cute little conversation with one of the producers of the game, right? And so a lot of the questions are, like, what are you usually doing during break? Hobbies? Are you hyped about any games or TV? What's behind the name of the game, Arknights? What makes you design such a game? All that kind of stuff. Like, why do you add animal elements into the character design? What do characters eat? Why don't you put characters eat? All that kind of stuff. But there's one question. If we come down here near the bottom, could you share the development plans for some new feature in the future with us? And I thought, you know what? There might be some information here. So his answer about new features: the story review system and fashion gallery function should be meeting you soon. I'm guessing it's just a mistranslation here, but he's basically saying, these two features should be coming to the game soon. I'm not exactly sure what those features are exactly. Also an achievement-like system called Path to Glory. Now that is really cool. Because achievements keep players going. Now I'm at the point where I've completed all my campaign missions and it's just the daily and weekly missions I'm completing, but for the most part those get completed just through my day-to-day play. There's nothing I really need to aim for. So as long as these achievements have more rewards to them than just completing them, this is very cool. It gives players who have already completed all the content something else to complete. But the big thing, we are also developing a rogue-like system and some minor functions are being designed and developed too. This is huge. Players have wanted this for a long time. The problem with Arknights right now is if you get to the end game being completing all the chapters in the game and completing your annihilations, there's no new content until either an event comes out or a new chapter comes out. And let's be honest here, the new content that comes out in terms of events, if your account is built well, it's not that hard. Ancient Forge took me maybe an hour. I mean, I think the longest I took on an attempt was like 3 tries, and mostly that was because I didn't look at a map and it was like, oh, you can only bring snipers, or the map was you can only bring ranged units, so I brought casters, thinking that it was just like, don't bring snipers. But stuff like that. And then once I figured that out, the maps are very easy to complete. So right now, really, the only end game there is contingency contract. And I think a lot of players are under that same impression. But if they're bringing a new roguelike system to the game, like, that's huge because that gives players a whole nother reason to play. Now, I was personally hoping that they were going to bring some kind of player-driven content creation, like a map editor. That would be huge because I'm sure you guys have seen the fan-made content on Reddit and Twitter and all those kinds of places, but you guys are damn creative, and you're creative, and you guys would make some killer-ass maps. That's what I wish they were bringing, but if they're doing any kind of randomly generated content or anything that can just push the game into more of an end game state, that is super exciting. Now, the downside is this is probably more than likely like 99% coming to CN servers first, and then every other server probably months after that. So we're probably still looking at probably minimum a year, right? If he's talking about this in development, this probably isn't even going to come out for another 6 months to a year on CN servers, and then even longer after that. So we do have probably quite a ways away to wait for this. But the fact that they're even talking about this is super exciting. That means that there is life in this game. That means they do intend to keep this game in the long haul and keep players sticking around for the long haul. That is huge. Games die by their player base. So if players have a reason to stick around, the game will stick around. So I'm happy to see that they're working on a way to keeping those high level, high spending players in the game. So guys, that's all I want to talk about today, is just that little tidbit of information. Let me know how excited you guys are for this, because I know I am super excited. I'm hoping you guys are just as excited as I am. Let me know down in the comments, and as always, subscribe to the channel. That way you always know when I put out new content just like this, and it helps show me that you guys like the content. But that's all I have for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.